Hello there guys, and welcome to the edited version of my Fallout 4 leveling video. Now, the footage on this video is all taken from the full length version, which is about 2 hours long, but I'm just going to show you the key points that you need to know. We've got a brand new character, we're going to run down to Sanctuary, and we're going to level up this character to whatever level we desire, and we're also going to get her stats to almost double maximum all the way across the board. Now, we're going to do that before we even speak to Codsworth. We don't need to use any mods, we don't need to use any console commands, so you can do this and still get achievements and trophies. It also works for survival mode, so it's a great way to start the game. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. A brand new character on Fallout 4, over max stats, almost double across the board, and as high level as you desire. Let's go. As soon as you arrive at Sanctuary, you want to activate your workshop, and then you need to build this contraption. Now, the components that you need for this are all quite common around Sanctuary, so you can get them quite easily. You do need to duplicate them because you probably won't be able to get enough. If you don't know how to duplicate items, then there is a link to another video of mine in the description that shows you how to do that. Now, the component that you might have trouble with is the circuitry. Now, circuitry comes from hot plates, and sometimes there's one of those in your workshop when you arrive in Sanctuary. If there isn't, then run down to Red Rocket Truck Stop, and there's always a hot plate on the counter in there underneath the coffee pot, and there's also a telephone on the counter as well, so both of those things contain circuitry. Grab that and then run back up here and duplicate the circuitry, because you can need a few of those, duplicate everything else that you need, and then build this. Now, you need to build this in a specific way. First of all, you put down the conveyor storage, then 2 right turns, then 2 straight conveyors, 2 more right turns, and then the vacuum hopper. And as you can see here, the vacuum hopper will then merge into the conveyor storage, and this means that when you put something on this, it just goes round and around in a circle. Now, we're going to use this to duplicate the Your Special book. Now we need to drop the Your Special book on the conveyor and then pick it up just as it's going into the conveyor storage. If you get the timing right, you're going to have 2 in your inventory. Now, in order to be able to get the attribute point, you need to drop the books on the floor, pick them up, drop them again, and pick them up again. You've got to drop them twice to actually get the point. Now, one of these books has already been used, so it's not going to give us any points at all. But the new one that we've just duplicated, when we drop it and pick it up the second time, it's going to give us another attribute point. Once you've duplicated about 6 or 7 of the books using this technique, you want to leave them all in the conveyor storage. The hopper is going to take them out one by one, and they're going to go around the conveyor belt, and they're going to go into the conveyor storage nice and slowly, and you can just stand in place picking them up. Now, the timing is crucial. Now, the best advice I can give you is to put your cursor just at the edge of the conveyor storage, but as the books go by, don't watch the books. What you want to watch instead is on the screen, the green text where it says conveyor storage. As the book goes under your cursor, it's going to change to say Your Special. You want to leave it for a fraction of a second and then pick the book up. Now, if you get the book but a book doesn't go into the storage, you were too early. If the book goes into the storage but you didn't get it, you were too late. If you get it just right, the storage will get one and you will get one too. Now, the book that is inside your Pip-Boy, that's the new one. So you want to make sure that you keep putting those books back into the conveyor storage, so you've got a steady stream of them going around. You need about 14 or 15 or so in order for it to be constant. When it's constant, it's very easy to just stand there and click and click and click, and you duplicate them so quickly. Now remember, you need to drop them, pick them up, drop them again, and pick them up again in order to get the attribute point. But as you're doing this, that happens automatically. So sometimes when you snatch one, it's going to give you a point because you've picked that book up twice. So it's very, very important to remember to keep on putting them back into the conveyor. After a while, you're going to max out all your stats at 10. And when you do that, you'll pick one up and it'll say do nothing. As soon as you get to maximum stats, the next thing you need to do is to go into your menu and change your game to survival mode. When you're in survival mode, you get penalized if you don't eat, drink or sleep. So you need to build a chair and you need to rest in that chair for a full 24-hour period at least 5 times. In fact, do 6 times or even 7. You want to get the maximum penalty that you can. No food, no drinking, no sleeping, maximum penalty. As soon as you've got the maximum penalty, you just need to go back to what you was doing before. Carry on duplicating your special books. Now, the penalties have taken your attributes all the way down to, in most cases, only 1 or 2 points. But what happens now is every time you pick up your special book, you can get another attribute point until you get them all back up to 10. So you want to max them all out at 10, keep duplicating those books, keep picking them up, keep choosing attribute points until once again you get to the point where it says do nothing. At this stage, all of your stats will be 10 across the board, but you're going to have very, very heavy penalties because you've not slept, you've not ate, and you've not drank anything. Now you have a couple of choices. If you want to play the game in survival mode, then all you need to do is to sleep, eat, and drink, and that's going to remove all those penalties for you. If you don't want to play in survival mode, then go into your menu and change your settings to whatever you prefer. Now, a word of caution here. If you change down from survival mode, it will not let you change back up. So be absolutely certain that you don't want to play in survival, and if you change down, then you have a little sleep, it's going to recover all of those penalties for you, and you're not going to need to eat or drink. You only need to eat or drink something if you're going to play in survival. Once you've done that, you're going to have completely maximum stats all the way across the board, and in most cases almost double the usual maximum permitted. It's now time to start leveling up your character. Now, in order to level up your character, we need to do some more duplication. You need to duplicate these 4 items. So that is adhesive, cloth, glass and oil. Now the best thing that you can do is to take everything out of your workshop and dump it all into a container, so you only have those 4 items on you. Drop them on the floor and duplicate them. Now while you're doing this, if you drop them on the floor and they drop into several stacks, just pick them up and drop them again and they'll all stack together. If you've got less than 8, then they won't stack together. So if you've only got 1 adhesive, you need to duplicate it a few times in order to get a stack of 8. As soon as you've got 8 or more, pick them all up, drop them all down, and they will all stack together. So you need to continue duplicating these items until you have around about 10,000 or so of each. Now, in the description, there is a link to a video that shows you how to do this duplication. It shows you my fingers on the controller with the TV in the background, and you can see exactly what you need to do. You can see the timing, the movement, everything. It still works. It's very easy when you get the hang of it, but the timing has to be right. So if you have any trouble with this at all, please watch that video. Now that you have plenty of raw materials, you need to start crafting Molotov cocktails. Now, because your stats are so high, you're going to get around about 16 XP each one you craft to begin with. If you have got a lab coat, then wear that, because that's going to increase your intelligence and give you more points. If you can find any items of clothing at all that are going to give you an intelligence boost, then take them. Unfortunately on this video I didn't have a lab coat, but sometimes there is one in the vault, so have a good look for that before you leave the vault at the beginning of the game. Now, when you're crafting these, you're going to level up quite quickly, but there is a strategy to this. Don't press the button too fast. If you press the button really quickly and you go up through a couple of levels, it will just keep saying the same level over again. So it will say level up, you're level 9, level up, you're level 9, level up, you're level 9, and you'll have wasted all that XP and those raw materials. So you want to press the button quite quickly, and then every now and again just slow down and stop and let the XP catch up with you. If it goes through more than a couple of levels in one go, then it tends to take that level back off you. So just go slow and steady and you'll level up nice and quickly. My final tip for you, in order to be able to level up even more quickly, is to just make sure that when you're at the appropriate level, you can get the Idiot Savant, and you can also take the Knight Person. Now you can take Idiot Savant and Knight Person really quite early, but you want to be level 11 to take the next level on Idiot Savant, and you want to be level 25 to take Knight Person. Both of these will give you an intelligence bonus. The Knight Person bonus is only between the hours of 6 PM and 6 AM, so do make sure that you're only crafting at that time, because it does give you quite a bit more XP. Now what's also important is you do get the Well Rested bonus, which also helps you out, so that will also help you to level quickly. So make sure you have a little bit of a sleep every now and again, you're well rested, it's night time, and you take those Idiot Savant and Knight Person perks as soon as you get to the levels where they're allowed. As long as you do this, you can just keep on crafting these Molotov cocktails until you're at whatever level you desire to be. But I do give you a word of warning, please make sure you don't press the button too quickly. You could be sitting there for hours pressing the button without realizing that it's just awarding you the same level over and over again. So press it at a nice pace, and every now and again just let it catch up with you, so that each time you level, it actually does give you that level. Once you're done and you've got to whatever level you like to be, you're ready to start the game. Now, as I said before, this works for survival mode. It also works without any mods or without any console commands, so you'll still get your achievements. Now, all of this footage has been taken from a much longer video where I show you me doing this in real time. That video is linked in the description, so if you want to watch that one, please do. I've also linked in the description a couple of my other videos, the one that shows you the duplication glitch with a view of my controller, so you can see my fingers and it's very, very easy to do. And also in there for you, I've included a video that enables you to get unlimited caps, which is obviously very useful in the game, and also another video that enables you to get unlimited ammunition. So if you want to check out those videos, please do. If you found this video useful, please leave a thumbs up, please leave a comment, and if you're not already a subscriber, then please hit that subscribe button. See you soon. I hope you find this useful. Take care, and bye bye.